You're listening to the Morning After podcast.
Entertainment-wise, what do you do more of? Do you do events, parties, podcasts, TV? What's
TV interviews, everything. Private parties, especially private parties though.
Okay.
So it's more of I do 45-minute shows and not just magic where I can just pop up. I wish you could ask me something on the podcast.
Yeah, we started.
We started?
Yeah.
No way. Oh,
Yeah, because
geez.
you said you do a lot of parties and stuff. This is LA,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So in LA, sometimes, every once in a while I'll go to a party and then I don't know. People got masks on and shit. Sometimes it's like a crazy sex party.
Yeah.
Some weird shit going on. You ever had to perform in a party that's just, you're like, this ain't for me. I don't know if this is safe for me.
Well, actually, yeah. Funny enough, yeah. So there's this one time. I mean, it's not too serious, but like, I don't think mentalism is the kind of thing that works with a very drunk crowd.
Yeah.
Because you really need people's focus. I mean, yes, you can get a little bit tipsy, but you do need a lot of focus when it comes to that. So
Right.
that kind of environment wouldn't be ideal for what I do. So even if I do it, it's quite difficult.
Yeah.
Because you really have to keep getting people's attention, and you have to do it in the right way. So it's not like pushy or,
Right.
Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much the hardest kind of environment I've tried to do my craft in.
So you go to these parties, people get weird, they get drunk. What's the hardest part about doing it? Do you just say, you know what, I'm gonna be wasting material on this crowd, and you kind of just go back to low hanging fruit, I guess?
Well, technically no, because you see now with mentalism, you really do not need props all the time. It's all about the mind. That's basically what you're working with. And if you can't get people's attention, then it just doesn't work. So ideally, I don't waste like material and cards and stuff like that. I mean, you can see how many cards I have on the table. Like I'm always ready for days.
Yeah.
So no matter how many cards I lose, I'm just always buying cards. Just the other day, I remember I just got to LA. And the first stop we went to was the magic store just to get cards, even just for the sake of it, because that's something that you should just always have as a magician, first of all.
Okay.
Basics of magic, cards.
Gotta have cards.
Gotta have
I was
cards.
like, where are you buying all these in Costco and stuff?
Actually, I got these from here. Funny enough, I didn't come with these cards because back home I have like a whole collection of specific cards. I have collectibles. I have cards that I don't even touch. I have not the usable cards. So I never waste this kind of material when I'm performing. However, what I can say is that I think just the amount of energy I put in is what really gets drained, because I sometimes get really bad migraines if I put too much in, and that's probably the reason why this kind of shows don't take too long.
Yeah.
I mean, you find magicians performing for 2 hours.
Yeah. In Vegas and
in
stuff.
Vegas, they can go 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
But for this kind of craft, at most 30 minutes, 45 minutes max. Sometimes I get booked for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because in those 5 minutes, you just blow people's minds to different levels.
Ooh, if I could do that, if I had your ability,
Yeah.
and this is probably why you're considered a good person and I am not, because if I had your ability, I would use that power for evil. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I'd be whoo, if I could pull a card out of somebody, oh my God, I'd be like, girl, come here. There's other things I can pull out of you.
Oh
You know
my
what I'm saying?
goodness. Yeah,
That's the kind of person I am, and I'm ashamed of it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Lamorne After. As always, Kyle, the legend, Shevrin is here.
Hello.
And today we have a very unique episode. We sometimes we'll just interview straight up silly people on this show. We some sort of profound individual. Today we have a combination of things. Okay, he's not a magician, but he kind of has those skill sets. But he's more of a mentalist. He's a mentalist, and we're going to find out what the difference is. Ladies and gentlemen, Musau the Mentalist.
Hey, I'm very excited. I've never been mentaled before.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect.
Oh, you've never been mental before.
No,
Yeah,
I don't know what the term is.
The term for that is just a mind blown before, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, but so my name is Musau. Straight from Kenya, Nairobi.
Very nice.
Yeah, I just got here from when did I get here? Like 6 days ago.
Okay, how do you like
so I'm
it?
still fresh here. Yeah, I love it. Loving it.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, pretty dope.
who has better crowds when you're performing? Back home or here?
I can't really say, because even here there are crowds that go wild. Like just yesterday we had the owner of a company just running out of the room, and it was insane. And he didn't come back. That's a funny thing.
Oh, there's a lot of black people in there. He's probably a little scared. The nigga can do tricks.
Oh my god. Yeah. And then you'll find some crowds that are not too hyped up, but they enjoy the magic and the mentalism, but they're not as reactive to that.
Right.
So it's more or less the same as in Africa as well. But Africa, I feel like, is more. They're more skeptical and more like they'll question the things you can do. And you see me around walking with a cross. It's very intentional.
Yeah, it's not witchcraft.
It's not witchcraft, because the things I do there, and they're like, no, because first of all, I'm from Nairobi and I'm a Kamba.
Okay.
In Africa, Kambas are known to be witches, and like it's something that's known there. Like Kambas have this voodoo thing or witch, whatever. So my name, and that's the reason why I put my name out there as Musau. I'm not trying to hide my name because the more you try and hide something, the more people ask questions.
For sure.
I like, oh, that's his name, so he's Kamba. Then there has to be something going on there. But now the way I've carried my brand out, even to this point, is that putting it out there so that people have no questions. When you answer everybody's questions right forth before they ask them, then they got nothing to ask.
I have a question.
Yeah. Do you know they're about to ask a question?
That's exactly. See, being a mentalist, it's all about foresight. Everything you do on a daily basis, it's all about what you can anticipate somebody doing.
Okay.
That's literally what mentalism is. It's not just a show. It's a lifestyle. For me, doing mentalism is a lifestyle that I carry on every single minute of my day, every single time. And it does have its advantages, disadvantages, but you're constantly thinking and trying to create stuff and trying to just, process things. And you can't, once you're in this, you just can't get out.
When did you get this bug, this urge, this itch, or when did you know you had something special?
Oh yeah, it's a very interesting story. So I went to school very, very young. Like my family and I would travel a lot because we were part of the UN. So I was a dependent in the UN. So we'd be traveling to Ethiopia, Tanzania, all these countries. So in the process of all this, like I had to go to school.
Right.
And that means I had to settle somewhere because my mom was always moving around. So I went to boarding school at a very young age.
Okay.
About maybe like 3 or something,
wow.
3 or 4 there. And yeah, I was the only kid in school who was staying there, like living there. So like I grew up in school.
Damn.
So even just having that time for myself, because I was a lonely kid. Everybody else is grown. The high schoolers are just doing their own stuff. So you're the only kid in the school. So that time I'd have to myself, I would just be thinking and processing things. I learned how to talk to myself so much more to a point where my inner self, I used to be a very shy kid, honestly. I couldn't be on stage. I couldn't talk well. I used to stammer a lot. I used to shake. In fact, if you look at my hands, I still kind of shake a bit. But these are like, it's kind of like fading off because I feel like in that moment, my inner self took over just to handle me in a more appropriate and caring manner. And I usually say that the mentalist came out as a child and just took care of me in that moment, So I just, all of a sudden I could speak better. I could go on stage, perform for thousands of people. So it's been a journey from when I was a little kid all the way up to now. But I started off as a magician with simple magic tricks, card tricks, this, making some stuff disappear.
You remember your first one?
I remember my first one. So actually, it wasn't me who did it. It was my cousin who showed me this trick. So she took, she had an envelope, She put a toothpick in it, and then she sealed it up, broke it, and then when she opened it back, it was like still whole,
still intact.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very simple trick, but I couldn't figure it out at that moment.
I can't figure it out now.
But you still
like,
can't?
wait, what?
I was like, yeah. So in that moment, that fascination that I got from seeing that trick, I just wanted people to feel that same feeling because it was amazing. You see, magic is all about creating the smiles. That's my form of payment. In fact, most times I perform so much better at shows where I'm not paid as compared to the ones that I'm paid for. Because I'm more relaxed. I'm doing this more for the feeling and giving people that reaction, and it's so it's so real and authentic.
Plus, you've already stolen their wallets, and they don't even know.
Yeah, true. Well, true. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was putting my watch on, I was like this. Wunder.
Oh, you wonder.
I got no chains on right now.
I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I when I see that, sometimes I'm like, I'll go back and I'll go, when did they do that?
Gotcha.
When did they do that? So So you said, so there's magic and then there's
mentalism. Yeah.
Can you explain to the folks out there what the difference is?
So magic involves any visual acts that can be seen, probably like disappearance acts, vanishing acts, or teleportation acts, or just sleight of hand. All that is magic. Anything that's visual to the eye. Mentalism is more visual to the mind. Because you can have your eyes closed, but you will still be able to experience this, because what you hear is what you process, and that's what becomes a reality for you. So I tap into the mind and try and get into people's thoughts, subconscious minds, and there's so many ways to do that. Mentalism uses cues, body gestures, and just nature. Basically, it's all real. Yeah. There's no trick behind mentalism.
Okay.
It's because I've studied so many books, neuro-linguistic programming. I've learned about Burnham statements, hot reading, cold reading, hypnosis. I've pretty much covered everything on psychology. In fact, most times people are asking me, did you take a psychology course in college? I was like, no, that's really not what I did.
Yeah.
But my passion drove me so far to the point where I started studying psychology on my own.
Okay.
And I would try to figure out psychics, how they work, how they do this, how they do that. And trust me, there are things you think you know, but you really do not know. And I just feel glad to have studied so much about this that I kind of know how everything works.
You ever get approached by like government officials to have you come work for the
So actually, there's this one time I went for a dinner, and so in Kenya we have the NIS, that's the National Intelligence Service.
Okay.
So they actually approached me then, and I was like, we'd love to offer you a job. I was like, what is a job? What does a job involve? And they were like, yeah, just identifying criminals, foreseeing or just analyzing people, lie detection, just things of the sort. And in that moment, I just, like, for me, I've had so many chances to stray off my path. Yeah. No matter how good the deal is, but the reason I'm here right now is because I've remained on that path. Yeah. Not going different directions, because I could be a con man, for example. I could just be stealing everybody's wallets in town and just making all the money I can.
Just making sure it's not already gone.
Yeah, I know. And
I'm on edge.
In fact, there's this one time, I mean, most of this stuff happened in Kenya, and I started getting approached by pastors and like preachers who were sending me messages, flying out all the way to the country from different continents just to have a word with me.
Wow. Are you find out if my wife cheating or not? And in Jesus' name.
Funny enough, of course. You know what's funny? Yeah. They wanted me to teach them how I do my hypnosis, because they wanted to use this, and I was like, no, because this doesn't just feel right. I mean, I was offered so much money, like so much money, just anything I wanted. But then, I feel like I've always been founded in my spiritual awareness, and in that moment, I'm looking forward. Fine, I can teach you this. You might say it's for this, but I know the kind of work you do. And if you go and do this in a church and you're trying to convince everybody you can do this, it all circles back down to me. Like, you're going to be responsible for that.
Exactly.
And so I've just had all kinds of approaches from different industries, and it's just,
Man, I'm looking at the stuff on the table.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about that, but I'm also excited about the mentalism.
The mentalism part, right?
Like, are we gonna go to the fans first, or are we gonna start doing some?
I think we should dive in, dude.
We should just dive in, right?
We're ready to go.
In fact, we're gonna try something real simple.
Okay.
This is not a guarantee that this will work, but I just want to try it right now, and that's the whole essence of mentalism. It's trying and seeing if something works or not. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna be drawing something here that I'm not gonna show anybody at all. And then what you're going to do is this. I need you to imagine that there's a blank screen right in front of you, just right here. Imagine this blank screen. And I need you right now to just think of a shape, then think of another shape around it. So you have two shapes in mind. Don't change your mind. Just keep those two shapes in mind. What two shapes are you thinking of right now?
Triangle, circle.
Triangle and a circle. If you realize that's exactly what I drew here. And you might call this crazy, but I put this in your mind. I put this in your mind. It's called the subconscious. You see, your mind acts as there's a subconscious mind and there's a conscious mind. Your subconscious mind is what's operating when you're not really aware. Yeah. And that's what I tap into. And this is just one little example, because you could have thought of any of the two shapes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this is not a trick. And that's the beauty about it. If you realize, I asked you to focus on one spot, which was right next to me. And as you did that, I literally drew the triangle and told you to think of another shape around it. So in your mind, you're already creating the shapes from my visual cues.
Okay.
And when I say keep it simple, you don't want to think further. I'm just stopping your train of thought.
Yeah.
Because most times you'll be like, let me change my mind to this.
Yeah.
But I stopped you right there by saying, keep it simple, don't change your mind.
Octagon.
Exactly.
Sphere.
Yeah, exactly. 1 second later, I could have been wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you probably would have changed your mind. But let's try something even more interesting. Yeah, I'm going to try this with you, all right?
Oh Lord, I'm scared.
All right. This is going to be very simple. I like this. It's simple, but I love how this works. I just drew something on the book, yeah?
Okay.
We're going to play a game of rock, paper, scissors. It's just one best of one on shoot.
Okay.
So it's rock, paper, scissors, then you put whatever you want, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Green.
Green, let's go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. What do I have?
Rock.
What does he have?
Scissors.
What if I told you I put that in his mind as well? You see, it looks like it's planned out, but no. I'm just putting things in your minds without even yourselves realizing that I'm doing this.
Please tell Zoe Kravitz I love her. Just put me in her mind.
Yeah, I mean, that's just pretty simple. But let me take this up a notch. Just a little
Please,
bit.
yeah,
Just a little
please.
bit.
Let's go. Let's
Just a
go.
little
Right
bit.
now,
In fact,
let me put my seatbelt on.
put your seatbelt on right now?
Okay.
Okay. So I do have, let me just stretch over here. I do have a book here.
Okay.
And I'm not sure, do you have your phone on you?
I do.
You do have your phone? Tell you what, just let me use your phone, for example. Head over to your phone. You can do this as
unlock
well
it?
if
You want me to take my phone out?
Yeah, take your phone
Okay.
out too.
Unlock
Alright?
it?
Yes, unlock it. We're all going to do this together, yeah? So what you're going to do is head over to Google or Safari or Chrome, whatever browser you're comfortable with.
Okay.
Any browser you feel comfortable with. And what you're going to do is let's look for, we're trying to get some statistics on different things. For example, let's use, go to Google Stats. Google Stats. Just search in Google Stats.
Oh, this?
Google Stats.
Google Stats. Let's all do that together.
Okay.
All right, we're there. So you can see a couple of them. There's Google Stats, Google Trends.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, click on Google Stats.
Okay.
And now this way it gets very interesting. Everybody sees that?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we're going to try and test your photographic memory right now. And just see if you might have it or not. I mean, some people have photographic memory, others do not. Do you think you have photographic memory?
I don't know if I do. I like to think I'm great at everything.
Yeah. Tell you what, even before we do this, I have a little task for you. What if I could teach you how to have photographic memory in 2 seconds?
That'd be great.
That would be pretty crazy, yeah?
Yeah.
And like, this is something you cannot forget. Once you know it, you just cannot forget.
Okay.
And what you're gonna do for me is this. Could you just give me 10 random objects? But before you do that, I'm gonna hand you just a little paper here
Okay.
and a marker, yeah? I'm just gonna stretch this out. There you go. In fact, let me give you a bigger piece of paper. Maybe that's too small. Just use this, yeah. Is that better? Awesome. Yeah. So what you're gonna do is don't show anybody what you're writing down right now.
Okay.
I need you to write down 10 different objects of your choice, but label them from 1 to 10. I'm gonna come back to you in a second.
So list them out.
Just write down 10 random objects listed from 1 to 10,
Okay.
and you can read them out loud as you're writing them.
So read them right now.
Yeah, read them out loud as you're writing what's one, for example?
Basketball.
Basketball. What's two?
Lamp.
Lamp. Okay. 3.
TV.
Okay, awesome. 4.
Ice cream cone.
Oh.
Okay. 5. That's interesting.
Ice cream cone. A sneaker.
Sneaker. 6.
A Rubik's cube.
A Rubik's cube.
How
Okay.
did he come up with that one?
7.
Let's see. A chair.
A chair. That's awesome. Okay.
Love those.
Now those 8.
Phone.
8 phone. 9.
A pistol.
Pistol. Okay. Okay. 10.
A machete.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
This guy's getting dangerous.
All right. So now just put the paper down.
Oh,
Yeah, face down.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you, if I asked you any number from 1 to 10, would you remember it?
That he wrote down?
That he wrote down. What was number 3, for example?
Oh my God. 3, basketball, Shit, I'm blanking out. Ice cream cone?
No, it's television, right?
Yeah.
Television. Ask me any number.
7.
7. Chair.
Yes. Jesus Christ.
Any other number? Just ask.
Oh, 4.
4. Ice cream cone.
Yes. Okay. 2.
2. Lamp.
I don't know what's happening, but I saw him do some weird blinky thing with his eyes, and then he came up with the answer.
Yeah, he's reading my brain.
I know every single number as you mentioned them. You want to know how? Oh. This is called the power of photographic memory. Photographic memory is not a term. It's a skill. What I'm doing is I'm creating images with the words. For example, for me, 1 rhymes with what? What does 1 rhyme with? Everybody has their own rhyming word. Gum.
Yeah.
Mine is none. Okay?
None. Okay.
So you said 1 was basketball.
Basketball,
so I
yeah.
imagine nuns playing basketball in my mind. I create that crazy picture in my mind that creates this idea for me that looks, you can't forget things that stand out.
Okay.
You know, people do not forget things or that stand out. 2 rhymes with do. I know it didn't make sense for me, but I said you do lamps because they're around us.
Yeah.
So that's what I had in mind. 3 was tree. I imagined a tree filled with TVs or something, like just filled up with TVs. It's crazy, but it's pretty interesting. 4, I imagined the door, but kids throwing ice cream cones in the door. Okay. 5, you said 5 rhymes with hive. That's sneakers probably, yeah?
Yeah.
I imagine sneakers filled up in a hive. Doesn't make sense, but it's something I cannot forget. 6, you said Rubik's Cube, right?
Yeah.
6 was Rubik's Cube. I had a very weird picture in mind, but I'm going to say that. But 7 rhymes with heaven. I imagined a chair in heaven. Is that true? Is that there?
Yes, that is 7.
8, phones. I hate phones.
Yeah.
Okay. 9, pistol. A dining room when you have a pistol right there. Simple. 10,
Yeah.
den. A den filled with machetes. Machetes, yeah?
Yeah.
So did I get everything right?
Yes.
Everything. So you see, it's not just magic. It's really the mind. And while we're there, now you're gonna come in here, and I wanna just open up your phone.
Yep.
You went to Google Stats?
Yes, I'm on it.
All right, awesome. What we're gonna do is I need you to say this phrase out loud.
Okay.
Actually, no. Even better. I don't want to influence you in any way. What you're gonna do is just say this old man.
Right now?
Yeah.
This old man
Has a nice smile.
has a nice smile.
Oh, awesome. So I need you to just scroll down.
Okay.
You should see a list called brand actors or something. Scroll all the way down to the bottom.
Oh, yes.
Do you see actors?
I do.
And there's other stuff there, right?
Yes.
What you're gonna do is this. We're gonna keep it very simple. I need you to just scroll down very slowly, not really memorizing what's there, but trying to just understand what you're looking at, the actors you're looking at, and everything.
Am I clicking actors, or I'm just looking at the page?
Click on the actors list.
Okay.
And now what you're gonna do is scroll all the way down to the bottom. Is that fair?
Okay. Yes.
Awesome. Now just put the phone down. Don't look at it. And I'm gonna ask you a question. For example, give me any number. Where do you think you saw, for instance, Tom Hanks? What number do you think you saw him on?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No.
You're just guessing,
I'm not
right?
sure at all.
He's just guessing right now, right? The crazy thing is this. If you check your phone, let's head over to Google Stats and let's scroll down to number 7. What do we have there?
That's my time, y'all. The fuck out of here.
Tom Hanks, number 7.
Tom Hanks is on number 7. And this is the crazy part. Remember the statement I told him to say earlier on? This old man has a nice smile.
Yeah.
If you take out each letter of the first word of each of the words, this
Yeah.
old man has a nice smile. Tom Hanks.
How?
But tell you, let's make it even better. You should see. Are you at the bottom right now?
I'll scroll down to the bottom.
You should see something like images by Google or something,
Yes.
whatever. You can do it as well, but let him do it this time, okay? Let me help you there. So what you're gonna do is imagine.
So scared.
I need you to think of a memory right now. Just create a memory from your childhood, or a memory from something you probably want to do, or a future memory of
Okay.
maybe a place you want to go to with somebody. Create that memory in your mind, or a future memory.
Okay.
Or a past memory, can
Yep,
be anything. Think of the place, think of what you're seeing there. Just create that visual image.
Mm-hmm.
And now what you're gonna do is open your eyes. You should see something called Images by Google or something.
Yes.
Click on that Images by Google. Okay. And what you're gonna do, I'm sure you can all see the, Google Images or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we go back to Google? Is that what we did?
Are you there? Are you both there? You're
Yes.
there? You're there too? Okay, awesome. So what you're gonna do is just search right there. Search for. Imagine you're searching for this image on Google. I want Google to create an image for you around your memory right now.
Mm-hmm.
It might bring something very crazy, which is fine, but go ahead and create that memory and search for it on Google. We're gonna look at these images on Google.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna look at it, but you guys probably can. But I really want this to be your what do you call it? Your choice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what you're gonna do is click on images, for example.
Yes.
You see images there?
Yeah.
And scroll down all the way. Just choose an image that calls to you in a way.
To the memory that I created?
You on images right now?
Yes, yeah.
Scroll down. Don't touch anything. Just visually choose an image that calls out to you in any way.
Okay.
Okay? So as you're scrolling down, just go down and then choose any memory that correlates with you. So you have an image in mind right now, correct? Mm-hmm. Have you settled on one?
Yes.
Is that you're comfortable?
Yeah.
And this is not something you've told anybody about here, is there?
No.
At all. Now, the thing is interesting because can I just borrow you the marker for a second? The one you have right there?
Trick marker?
A trick marker, huh? So just think of this. Is it something you've done in the past or you're planning to do in the future?
Did it in the past.
You did it in the past and it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you a collector by chance?
That's a great. No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily, yeah.
No.
But in this image you're looking at right now in your mind, are you seeing an animal?
Yes.
Oh, you're seeing an animal.
Yeah.
Not an elephant or anything. Not a dog.
No.
It feels like just think of what this animal is. For instance, that's. Okay. Can everybody see? I'm not gonna show him, but everybody else can see that. Yeah. That's my camera, or I don't know if you can got the camera.
Yeah. I'll look away. You
Look
can show
away.
this
Yeah,
to
I'm
me.
gonna show this to the camera. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. What? This is interesting because you're kind of like in a park right now. Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
You're kind of like in a park, but you're suited up for something. Like you're wearing some gear. Mm-hmm. Is this a game you're playing? Kinda.
It's like a game or sport. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that's wild.
What are you thinking of right now? Because what's this memory about?
It is a memory of when my grandfather and I shot a bunch of deers with paintballs. Yo,
That's exactly
Oh my
what I had here.
God.
dude, and look at the image. It's literally a deer that has been shot with paintballs.
paintballs?
What the fuck?
Okay,
that
so
makes
for the
sense
folks
now.
for the folks listening right now, this man wrote down on a card deer
Dog.
paintball. Kyle did not tell anybody about his
No.
memory. He just found an image in Google Image and thought about it. And
How, bro? How, Sway? Sway, how?
Kyle, guess what? You've just been mental. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's
that
what
was
it's all
crazy,
about, right?
dude.
How does it feel to know that somebody owns you? This man is inside of your brain. Oh my
Pretty cool,
Professor
huh?
X over here. Charles Xavier.
Wine. Hey, folks. June 19th. I repeat, June 19th. Doing a very special comedy show at the La Jolla Comedy Store. I repeat, the La Jolla Comedy Store. Now, you can go ahead and buy tickets right now. I'd appreciate it if you did. The link is in my bio. For those who came to the Largo show, you know what time it is. Please go ahead and spread the word. Let the folks out there know how much of a good time you had. Okay, what an experience it was. So again, folks, June 19th, the La Jolla Comedy Store. It's gonna be great. Make a trip out of it. If you're coming in from out of town, do that. Come in from out of town. If you're local, then you're close. So, okay.
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh.
Dude, yeah. And you know the crazy part? In fact, I want to take this a notch higher. I've never done this before at all, ever on a podcast. But we can do it here for the first time. Is that cool with you?
Yes, please,
Oh,
dude.
yes. Awesome. So both of you will actually help me out on this. So we're going to be trying something really impossible right now. What you're going to do for me is I need you to think of any, what's your favorite card in a deck, for example?
Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades. Do you want to change your mind?
Can I?
I mean, you can if you want to.
Yeah, maybe go 3 of diamonds.
3 of diamonds. And I need you to come up with 5 names, 5 random names of your choice. Just 5 random names that actually, maybe people you actually know.
Okay.
Maybe close friends. It can be close relatives. It can be a cousin. It can be literally anything.
Okay.
All right. You have one?
Yes.
You have 5 names?
Oh, yes.
You have 5 names
Yeah.
in mind. Awesome. And what was your card again?
3 of diamonds.
Do you want to change it again? Or you're okay with that?
I'm good with that.
You're good with that. And most people choose the 3 of diamonds. That's funny.
Really?
What's your favorite card?
Ace of Spades is so, I feel like everyone says it's the most famous card, but I don't know, maybe like King of Hearts. I like
King
saying
of Hearts?
King of Hearts.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think everybody I've talked to actually chooses the King of Hearts and the Ace of Spades, including Mr. Quentin over there. But yeah, funny enough. But tell you what, I will write down a couple of names here.
Okay.
All right. And the reason I asked you to think of 5 different names is so that I could open your mind up to possibilities. So just give me 2 names.
That were part of my list?
Yeah.
Max
Max
and David.
and David. Give me 2 names.
Chris
Chris,
and Gwen.
Gwen. So I'm going to take my one name, which is going to be there. I'm going to put those 5 right there. Is that fair? Mm-hmm. So I need you to choose any 3 of them, any 3 letters.
Me? You want me to do it?
Yeah, just point to any 3 letters.
D,
D,
G,
G,
A.
D, G, A. D, G, and A. Mm-hmm. Choose any 2 letters from D, G, and A.
G and A.
G and A. Are you ready for the last one? I'm going to make a little twist here. Just choose any.
G,
G. What are we left with right there?
A.
A, right? But tell you what, if you could imagine that you were connecting to somebody on the other side of the world or someone along somewhere in this state or somewhere else, do you feel like you're good with numbers? Would you think you're good at numbers?
No, not bad, but
Tell you what,
no one's ever accused me of being smart.
nobody?
No.
I'm going to hand you my phone right now.
Okay.
I need you to type in, I've just put in the +1 code for you. Okay. So type in any 3 numbers there. You've typed in 3 numbers?
Yes, sir.
And I need you to give him any 4 numbers that he'll type in too.
Tell him out loud.
Tell him out loud.
1818.
Awesome. How many more numbers do we need there? About
3?
3 numbers?
Yeah.
Put in 3 numbers of your choice. Are you done?
Yep.
I need you to hit the dial and put it on loudspeaker. Yeah, so everybody can hear it too. Yeah.
Hello?
Hi. Hello. Hi. Who am I speaking to?
This is Amanda. Who's this?
Sorry, my name is Musau right now, live on a podcast. I was wondering whether I could get 2 minutes of your time, if that's fine with you. Is that something?
Wait, what? Who is this?
I know this is very random. Sorry, you said your name was, please remind me, what was your name? Hello?
Amanda.
Amanda. Awesome. My name is Musau. I have a couple of people listening in right now, and you're actually live. So I'll ask you guys to say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah.
How
So
are you?
yeah,
The Morning After podcast.
yeah. So I was wondering whether you could help me out with a simple magic trick right now, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, no, I guess I could do that.
Well, thank you. So this is the thing. So
Okay.
somebody chose a card right here, and I don't want to mention the name, but I want to see if you could tell the exact card that they chose. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah.
That's impossible. I can't even see the card.
No, that's the thing. You don't have to see the cards. Just imagine that you had a deck of cards with you, and one card in particular stands out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
You can do that? What card comes to your mind?
Okay, it can be any card.
Any card, just not the Jokers, though.
3
3 of diamonds. That was the card, Amanda.
That's it. It's the 3 of diamonds.
That was the card that he chose. Yo, you tell her that was the card.
Amanda.
How did I do that?
Yeah, you're a wizard.
Amanda, who
You're
do you
like a
work for?
magician or something. I don't know.
She works for the NIS.
You work for the NIS.
She works with NIS, huh?
You work for the CIA.
Pretty crazy, yeah.
That's
But
so fun. That's so awesome.
yeah, but thank you, Amanda. Yeah, I'm glad you got to join the call.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
Oh my
All right.
gosh.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Listen to the Lamorne After podcast.
Subscribe, comment, like.
At the call, yeah. It's pretty crazy, yeah.
I don't know who you just called.
Right now, but
What the fuck is
I
This is
quit.
a real phone.
I quit.
No, see. Hold on.
Trickery's afoot.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm more amazed at the fact that that white lady did not hang up in our black ass voices.
I know. I know.
I'm more amazed at that she was like, sure, what's up? I was like, my goodness. See, this is where this is the part right here where I start to understand the deep thought that you, because it's not just a skill you have, it's also very meticulous planning. And like, even though I can't figure it out, I just know that someone in this room is miles ahead of me. And I just go, oh shit, no matter what, I will never catch up to this.
That's the thing. That's exactly what he said. Everybody usually suspects him, by the way. In fact, he is seeing this for maybe the second time now.
Yeah.
And everybody always blames him. Like, there's something you're doing.
He's
In
a
fact,
plant.
I would allow you right now
That was you on the
to
phone.
search him up right now. Check his phone. Do
Your name is
anything.
Amanda, ain't it, nigga?
Oh my God. Yeah. So,
Oh
I mean,
my gosh.
Wow.
cool.
Okay, so then now I just got mentaled by you and Amanda.
Oh, I like that. I like
What
that.
happens when you hang out with other mentalists? Is it just quiet because you all know what each other's thinking?
I've never been asked a question like that. In my life. That's actually, I'm going to give it up to you. You got me there with like a quick question. But
That's what I'm just picturing. Like you guys just all sitting there, no one says a word, and then you guys all just start laughing because you know what each other are talking about.
well, actually, funny thing, that does happen.
Yeah, I knew it.
It does happen, yeah,
Fucking
for sure.
Ministry of Mentalists.
Yeah, in fact, I feel like even mentalists meeting mentalists, it's more of, even if you've never met each other in your life before, the moment you just meet, you just know that you just click.
Yeah.
Because you're already in the same field of thinking. In fact, you're just already in the same energy space and all. It's just amazing.
Oh my gosh.
In fact, yeah, I just love how this works. It's just amazing.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we have. Should we go to the questions and then maybe do a little bit more, or
Yeah.
are you, or, you know,
Or if you're on a roll, dude,
if you want to keep, if you want
You
to
want to keep going?
Fuck
We
yeah, I
can-
wanna
we
keep
can
going.
keep going.
let's keep going.
I've barely touched my cards, by the way,
Dude,
if you
let's
realize.
do
Oh
it.
my god, let's keep going. Let's do a
Yeah,
couple. Let's do something else.
Okay, so I want to try something else. Just a little interesting thing here.
Okay.
Of course, I saw you guys at the Rubik's Cube here, and I wanted to try something as well. You see, this is one of the first things I learned too as a child, and that was actually solving a Rubik's Cube. And it usually takes like maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Some guys actually can do 30 seconds.
Yeah, so
Eight
fast.
days.
Right? And it's pretty crazy because you see now with the mind, I can just try as much as possible to create and just make things. You see, just solve cubes just instantly because that's what I do. It's just part of the process, you know. And I love it because that's just what it is about.
This
So-
man just solved a Rubik's Cube without twisting anything. He just rotated it around. For the folks watching on YouTube, you saw what just happened. You've been mentaled.
All right.
Oh my g-
How about this?
Gonna have Jacob just put a big M, like stamp it on the screen every time
Yeah,
you've been mentaled.
mentaled.
But so, all right. I want you to give me your favorite number, 1 through 10.
Okay,
What is it?
7.
7. I'm gonna ask you to do this yourself, and I'm sure the camera can see this. But could you turn this card over yourself?
Yeah.
And there's only one card on the table, right? So it's not a gimmick. But check out what it is and read it out loud.
7 of spades.
Oh my gosh.
There are so many ways this could have gone wrong.
Yeah.
You say it's a probability, but there are 54 cards in a deck. He could have changed his mind. What would I have done in that moment? And you start asking yourself these questions and you realize, whoa, there might be actually something more to this. You know, it's not just about the probability. No, it is the subconscious mind, and that's how you can influence people's thoughts and put thoughts in people's minds. So, in fact, funny thing is, I'm gonna ask you for a favor right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this red deck right there. It's a full deck, unopened. I just need you to think of any particular card, except the 3 of diamonds, which you chose before.
Okay.
Just think of any particular card that comes to your mind.
Got it.
You have it? You can tell everybody so everybody can hear.
6 of spades.
6 of spades. You want to change your mind?
Nope.
You sure?
Positive.
Now I need you to imagine this. Imagine the 6 of spades being taken out of this deck, being flipped over and being put back.
Okay.
Such that that's the only card that's facing the other direction.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think that's possible?
Well, knowing you.
Well, I don't know. Let's wait and see. So I'm going to open up the deck very slowly so everybody can see this. You chose a 6 of spades, correct?
Yes.
You will realize one thing. All these cards are face up. Can you see that? Every
Yes.
single one except one card right there. One card is facing down.
Jesus.
You want to take it?
I don't know.
Yourself?
I don't know if I want to open this
You do.
spirit
Open
portal.
the spirit portal.
Yeah.
Just take out the card and turn it over and show everybody what you got. It is, in fact, the
Lord.
6 of spades, the only card in the deck that's facing the other direction.
You know what?
Gotcha. You went mental.
You know what's crazy? In my mind, I was gonna change it. I was like, I thought of something and I was like, no. And then I gave myself
Stick with that.
rational logic behind it. I was like, nope, I'm gonna throw them off, keep it a spade, and go one number lower than 7.
This is where you're already going wrong, Lamorne, because you said in my mind. He's already in your mind.
That's true. That's fair.
You got to be
Okay.
out of your mind.
I'm about to go blank for a second. Good luck reading this brain.
all right. But yeah, so
Oh
Dude,
my
crazy.
gosh. Okay, so we took it to the fans. We polled the fans.
We love polling them.
Love polling the fans. We
Okay.
asked them questions specifically about you, and to send in their questions. So we're going to rattle through a few of them.
okay.
Okay. Do you prefer performing in front of large crowds, smaller groups of people, or just a few people?
Large crowds.
Large crowds.
10,000 people, 9,000, 10,000, 15,000. That's the kind of audience I like dealing with.
You've performed in front of 10,000.
Yep. That's what I do on a daily, actually.
Oh my!
In fact, the other day we went to the Super 73 just yesterday, and the audience was not too big. It was like maybe 100 people. But like Quentin was like, "Is this crowd too big for you?" I'm like, "No, this is just like this is
That's a tenth of what you normally do,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is like a tenth."
Wow.
So yeah, I do love larger crowds. 'Cause
Larger crowds,
I love mass influence. If you can influence, you know the Mandela effect. Is it the Mandela
Yeah,
effect? Yeah.
yeah.
So you get to the people who are most skeptic. In fact, I work with skeptics more in crowds.
Okay.
People who least believe that this is possible. Once you get to them and you scare them out of their way, everybody else just falls in.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. When you can control a mass audience of people, that's when you know you're good.
And that's when the NIS calls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have a question for you. Have you ever thought about using your powers to fight crime?
Yes, lie detection, definitely. I mean, I do that a lot, but not intentionally. But yeah, I mean, I wish I could, because, even if I want to, I have to keep it there for the entertainment.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'll lose my value as what I want to do with this,
Yeah.
But I wish I could. I think I would. Maybe in the right space, yes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Do you, this is not from the fans, this is from me.
Yeah.
Do you have a problem dating because you can always tell when somebody's lying?
Well, it used to be a problem, yeah. But I had to.
I was at the
actually-
mall. No, you were not.
No, you were not. Yeah. It's funny because there's a way to test that, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to do that a lot before. But even getting into my relationships with my friends these days, like I had to unlearn,
Yeah.
and then learn how to not do that all the time, because
Yeah.
I would just be doing it casually, and it would be very annoying to some people.
Oh, wow.
Like, oh, give me your phone. I just unlock it, and then like, wait, what?
How'd you?
Yeah,
That's
so,
crazy to me.
Yeah, in fact, so like there's a lot that goes into it, but I had to like back off a little bit because it was getting a little bit too creepy, and people
Yeah.
would start getting afraid of me. My friends would be like,
I had
We
something
ain't hanging
happen.
out with this guy. Yeah.
yeah,
There was a guy named, do you know David Kwong?
yes,
David Kwong is a buddy of mine.
okay,
I was on a date once, right? And we're at this bar, and I see David. I hadn't seen him in like a year at that point. And I go, "Oh, what's up, dude?" He comes over. He's like, "Yeah, I'm just hanging out with some friends at the bar." And I said, "Oh, meet." I think her name was Layla or something. I said, "Meet Layla." And he goes, "Oh, hey, nice to meet you." Blah blah blah. And we're talking for a few seconds, and essentially I make a joke about because he told me he always has cards on him.
Yeah, yeah.
He said no matter what day, every time he goes out, he has cards on him.
That's a rule.
And I was like, I was testing that theory. I just said, "You got cards on you still?" And he goes, "Come on." He goes in his pockets, like, "Come on." And she's like, "Why do you have cards on you?" And he goes, "Well, I'm a magician, and I do." And she's like, "Can you do a magic trick?" And he was like, "Yeah, I can do a magic trick." And so he did something very basic. And he was doing these simple little tricks to warm her up, right? Simple little tricks. And she goes, and he left every time she would guess a card or something happened, he would leave the cards right there. And then finally, she was like, "Okay, like blow my mind," or something like that, and blah, blah, blah. He goes, "Okay." He's like, "Do you see all those cards that are right there?" He's like, "Turn them over." She turned them over, spread them out. It was her phone number.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I was like, what the fuck? So it's shit like that is why your friends are like, no.
Yeah. You never know what to expect. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what magic is about. It's not about the reveal. It's about the reveal after the reveal, which is what you least expect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what you're not paying attention to.
Yeah. You think you see it, but you really did not. The closer you look,
I know. I just
The
looked
less
down at
you
my
see,
wrist to make sure my
exactly.
watch was still there. I just was like, I feel like it's gone already.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I got a follow up.
Yeah.
So, a lot of times comedians, they will go on stage and they'll bomb, right?
Yeah.
They don't get no laughs. It's a whole process of getting to when you kind of master your craft.
yeah.
Has there ever been a time when you've messed or an illusion hasn't gone to plan, or and you've been in front of a large group? And if so, what did you have to do? Did you have to segue to something else or coming up, I'm sure? Or?
You see, it's all about foresight. So even before I go for a show, I have a full script put on, a full 3-page document for a 15-minute show.
Okay.
Because you have to have, if this doesn't work, if this doesn't happen, if this person cannot come here, if this person cannot do this, what happens?
Yeah.
So you have a plan out of every single possibility of your show. You have to cover every single angle to worst case scenario. So you'll never find yourself in a situation where you're just blank, like, oh, this happened. No, the audience should never realize that something went wrong. That's how you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So making a simple joke about it, like just like that.
Yeah. Yep.
It's that's what this is all about. It's
Okay.
about the mind. Everything is about the mind, not just about the tricks. You're always playing with people's minds. If you can't do that during a show, then how are you performing? Like that's
Maybe I
much
am a
what it is.
mentalist because my ex-girlfriend told me I was playing mind games. She
Yeah.
told me that a lot. So maybe I am a mentalist.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How did you get the scar on your right knee?
The scar on my right knee?
Yeah, did you fall with the bike or what happened there? Is it left or right? Yeah, it's somewhere there. Yeah,
The fuck you talking about?
that one on the right knee.
How you know I got a scar on my right knee?
Because I know. Was it a bike fall or what happened?
I don't
As a
think
kid, what
I was a
happened?
kid. I was a kid. It could have been a bike. I don't remember. I was at my cousin. I know I was at my cousin's house.
Yeah.
And he was in the east side part of town of Chicago, 79th, I want to say. And they had these rocks outside of their apartment.
the rocks, yeah,
These
okay.
little gravel rocks or
Yeah.
whatever. And I was running and I fell, or I was on a bike and I fell. I forget what it was, but then I just remember it being a big gash on my knee.
Oh, okay.
And the scar is still. All right, man. This man.
Yeah, X-ray vision too. What the fuck? Dude? Literally Superman.
Yeah.
No, everybody got scars on their right knee, right? What the hell?
You have a scar on your right knee? No, you do?
I'm sure I do. I'm sure I have nothing major.
Not major.
I'll be on his knees.
It's possible.
There it is.
Yeah, you can still. I mean, it's my legs are ashy, but it's right here.
All right.
Put them things away, dude. Put them things away, dude. Anybody want to see that?
Oh yeah, you can see it right here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
put
right.
them
That's
things
right
away,
there. Yeah,
bro.
exactly. That's what I was looking at right now.
That's great.
Oh man.
Get that scar on your right knee.
I want to see. Let's go back in.
Oh my
I want to go
God.
back in, dude.
Oh,
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
you got any other ones that you could do?
Yeah, you see, now that's not a trick as well. You see, most times you believe, I mean, I'm not trying to ruin anybody's job or anything, but like there's sidekicks and everything, but there's always an explanation, even if it's scientific or psychological. There's always something that explains something. For mentalism, it's more about science, psychology, and, just reading basically. You ever heard of Burnham statements?
Burnham statements?
Burnham statements. No. Burnham statements are statements that apply to everybody.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And with mentalism, this is one of the topics you actually learn about how this is not a secret I'm spilling. It's just fact. It's out there, For example, you've probably done a horoscope before.
Yeah, probably.
Do you know how general those statements are?
Very.
That they apply to you, and your mind will always try to pick what applies to you. It will ignore everything else that's not relative, but will take up exactly what applies to you. Even if it's one single word, you will make something of it.
Right.
And using that one single word or two words that apply to you, if I was a psychic, I would be like, I'd build a profile of that word. For example, this is going to be very free, very random. I'm going to try this with you. Last week, not last week, but just recently, you did experience something that caused sadness, not particularly too much, but it kind of affected you in a way. Might have been a friendship, might have been a relationship or a job or just...
Is it last week?
Not last week, but recently.
Oh, recently?
Recently, 2 months? 2 months, 3 months?
I mean,
Sure. But between the year or...
Yeah. Sure.
This year?
No, I mean, there's a couple things, but last year.
Last year was more serious than
last
year,
year was more
yeah.
serious than this year. This year wasn't so serious.
Yeah. And if you think about it, there's some sort of like dark, not energy, but like some dark feeling towards something as if there was loss. And in this loss, it not entirely meaning loss through losing someone, but loss through losing something. And this is something that kind of stood out to you and has remained with you for a minute, and you're really trying to heal through that. And even if you don't talk about it too much, it's still at the back of your mind. What is this? Do you have anything in mind right now in particular? Because they're kind of like three different things you're thinking of that they're
There's actually
totally
three different things I'm thinking of.
Jeez, dude.
It's literally three different things.
So you're really trying to pinpoint which one it is.
Yeah.
But one seems like it stood out more than the others. And
Should I list them all?
No, just give me the one that was major for you.
That was major for me. I would say my father dying. Yeah, my father died. So this was last year. This was last year. In June.
In June. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh yeah, thank you. Man.
But,
It's all right.
But you see now, loss it's a part of life, and sometimes talking about it helps. Sometimes not talking about it helps. But you see how building off little things, or just your eye movements, your gestures, your body language, you can build off so much information with that. And I'm not even trying. I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using Burnham statements, combining that with something called hot reading.
Okay.
Hot reading is basically what I just did.
Okay.
Okay. Same with cold reading as well. But all these aspects in psychology build up to create that let me call it a metaverse of creating something in somebody's mind. Because the more I speak and the more I say many things, you'll pinpoint and take out things that make sense to you. That's why you thought of three different things. That was never in your mind in the first place. But the fact that I made you think about it, you actually had three things to think about. So that communication helps you build off a huge story. And in the end, you can come up to names, full names, dates, places,
Trickery is afoot, you guys. So every time I go to a psychic now, I got to call bullshit.
No, I mean, the thing is, it's not really bullshit, by the way, because I'm building off exactly what you're giving off.
Yeah.
You cannot build off nothing. You can only build off something that's already there.
Have you ever met a psychopath, and then have you ever read them? Because they say psychopaths have an interesting mind, a weird mind.
They do.
Like, is that harder to read?
I would say kids are the hardest to read.
Really?
Kids, yeah. Kids have been my biggest challenge. Honestly, for me, kids. Like, I would rather perform for old people, but kids are very direct. They're not overthinking anything. They're just being, in fact, whenever I go for a show, the first thing I tell them is just put yourself in a kid's mindset before you experience this. Because as adults, we're always overthinking everything.
Yeah.
Kids just want to enjoy the moment, and they will now see, and they'll focus on the parts where you're trying to hide out, because they're just being themselves. They're just observing. You, on the other hand, who's trying to focus somewhere else and trying to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, but
you're looking in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
In fact, most of the times I got booked in Kenya where there's like an adult party and then there are kids somewhere and the kids are watching. It's an adult party, but the kids are watching.
Yeah.
But the kids are less impressed than the adults. And you're like, what?
It's in his back pocket.
It's his back pocket. Yeah. And then it's like, boom, whoa. Like,
Dad, your
wait,
watch is
how?
gone.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just what it is.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. So I've never actually experienced us. I haven't really been through that, no. But I've had instances in Kenya where, even other countries too, where, by the way, Kenya is an amazing place.
I have to go.
You definitely have to visit Nairobi.
Oh my God. I
I
have
noticed
to
you
go.
didn't, why didn't you say I have to visit?
Because you have to visit too.
Okay,
I
I
mean,
just wanted
yeah.
to make sure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Just making sure.
Just making sure, huh?
No, he like locked eyes and then
Yeah,
was
you
already
have
in your
to
brain, but
visit.
he didn't tell me I should go.
You should go to Tanzania. True.
Okay.
Have you been to Tanzania?
No,
No?
no,
At all?
never.
Any side of Africa?
No, not Africa. No.
Then you should. You should. Because I was going to say something. Yeah, so I lost
See,
my
I just
train.
mentaled you.
I lost my train of thought.
Kyle Mental the
You just,
Mentalist.
you just threw me off right now. Oh my gosh.
I get-
So that is actually called a train of thought. And that's one of the things I actually cover in my mentalism.
Yeah.
There's trains of thought, there's anchoring. You know what anchoring is?
No.
Anchoring is the ability to create a physical touch or feeling that influences or brings in an emotion. For example, if I have my friend crying here, let's say she's a girl and she's crying, when I tap her, which they do, right? When I tap her back and tell her not to worry, what happens?
She
Just
crying?
cries more.
No, she cries more. Exactly.
does? Oh, okay.
She cries more
Okay.
because yeah, it's true, right?
Sorry. Yeah. I
And
was
you,
reenacting it.
yeah, even at funerals, when you're at a funeral and people are hugging you, you don't feel happier. No, you feel sadder because people have already anchored that feeling to hug the hugging at a funeral or the hugging when you're sad to empathy, or not even empathy, but how do I put it? Like feeling sorry for you, you know? So you start feeling sorry for yourself even more, and that triggers you to start crying even more. You find that some people love fidgeting with fidget spinners when they're nervous. That's an anchor. Whenever I have this fidget spinner, I feel more comfortable. The fidget spinner is not giving any energy. It's symbolic in your mind to represent a feeling you want to have. As I spin this, I know I will feel better. I'll feel more relaxed.
Right.
When I scratch my head, I'll think better. When I fidget, I'll get things done. So everybody has their own way of putting things that relate with, you know. They say affirmations in the morning are what actually make your day really good. If you choose to have a bad day, you will have a bad day. Like if you think of it so much, you will actually have a bad day. Because there might be a wedding happening on this side and a funeral happening on this other side. These two events are happening at the same time, but what do you choose to see in the morning? If you choose to see the wedding, that's going to change your whole mood for the day. If you choose to take the energy from this funeral, that's going to be your day as well.
Yeah,
Because
both leave me sad.
wait, what?
Marriage is a scam.
Oh, marriage is a scam, huh? Yeah, so ideally, it's the mind is very, very powerful, super powerful. And I mean, being here in LA, I just want to take this up a notch because everybody who meets me, they think I'm just a regular magician. And, you know, that's probably the reason why I had to put my brand there as a mentalist, because with magic, you know, there's tricks. That's what you expect to see. Yeah, you saw the cards and just knew they're going to be tricks.
Yeah.
But I started using the cards way after I did everything else.
Yeah.
And you were asking, I haven't touched most of them yet.
That's true.
I haven't. Because that's just a part of what I can do. But mentalism is what I want to show people. It's a skill and it's a language for me, and it's love. For me, it's love. You know?
Do you know, like, can you teach me how to make, like, my enemies disappear?
Yeah, we can do that, actually.
Off camera.
Yeah, do you have an onion anywhere near?
An onion?
Yeah.
What you about to, you serious?
I'm so serious.
I think you do have an onion.
You have an onion?
I might
Robbie?
have
So
an
this is
Kitchen?
something that I actually tried a while back.
not sure if
We used to do this back in Africa. So you can actually tap into some sort of feeling. You know, onions are said to have this chemical. What's this chemical called?
onion juice?
No. There's a chemical in onions that's very, very nutritious to your body. But I don't remember the name exactly. So the idea is if you wave an onion, let me just wait for the onion, then you're going to see.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. So
It's either in the fridge or in the
Robbie,
corner.
it might be to the corner to the right by the alcohol.
Yeah, so it won't really make your enemies disappear, but you will feel an essence of something else. Okay.
Okay.
It might be freaky, so don't get scared. I mean,
You're gonna rub an onion in my eyeball.
no. All right. So we used to do this a lot in Africa. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Don't give it to me.
oh,
That's an old onion, so be careful. I don't know if it's
good. Yeah, that's good. So you can hold on to this for a second. This is for you now. Then you're gonna watch this too.
He
Okay.
just gifted you your own onion.
Your onion. Yeah. So you might wanna get comfortable.
Okay.
It's gonna feel a lot weird. Okay.
Okay.
All you gotta do is close your eyes and just wave the onion above your head.
Like this?
Yeah, as your eyes are closed. Just wave it. Keep waving it. And then, do you feel anything yet? No?
No?
All right, put the onion down to your lap. And now I'm going to ask you to stand up for a second because
Stand
it
up?
gets interesting. Yeah, just stand up for just for a minute. With the onion?
So hold the onion.
Yeah, just you can open your eyes right now.
Okay.
Because I want this to be even better, okay? So put the onion over your head. Do you feel that? Not yet? No. Just jump twice. You really are falling for all this nonsense. you know, I was just waiting for the point where you're gonna realize that. Oh my gosh! You see, the thing is, you can convince anyone anything's
There,
possible.
you got mental.
No, I got played.
You got played.
This man had me jumping up and down with an onion over my head. You know what? You know what? That you see, this is why your friends bail because
You are evil.
you set them
He
up
is
for
evil.
failure. You set them up. He tells us, "Hey man, I need you to gather around real quick. Would you could do what? Jump in
Yeah.
a circle and put your thumb in your ass." They'll be like, "All right, well, I trust him because he's my friend."
Do you know what that is?
What?
That simply is hypnosis. Think about it.
Jeez. Really?
Because I'm
Damn.
telling you what to do. And even if you don't know what's going to happen, you're just trusting me that it will happen. Like you trusted something was going to happen out of that, right?
Yes.
Even if you've never seen anything crazy like
Foolishness
that.
is what happened.
Exactly.
Yes.
And you wonder why people cluck like a chicken. What do you think's going on there? I make you trust me. You trust that this is going somewhere. You cluck like a chicken. You do exactly what I tell you to do. That's basically what it is. Everybody else be laughing what just happened. And you feel like you were fooled, yeah?
What the fuck?
Pretty crazy, pretty
What
crazy.
the
That was fire, yeah?
You got him.
I got you, man.
So,
Yeah. Do you have any questions? Yeah?
before we let you go,
Okay.
I'm doing a live show here in town, and I'm hosting this show, right?
Okay.
All my friends know that I'm in the comedy business, but I don't do
Yeah.
stand up like that.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
I get so nervous before I get on stage.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like I freak the fuck out.
Okay.
I call my doctor, say, you got something called beta blockers? Because people were like, oh, beta blockers can stop your nerves and your anxiety, and you
Yeah.
can just be kind of comfortable when you get on stage. Then I can be in my pocket, in my wheelhouse or whatever.
Okay.
I hear hypnosis can like cure people of stage fright. Is that a real thing?
It is, but you remember what I said. It's all in the mind.
Yeah.
Hypnosis doesn't affect your blood flow. It doesn't affect your physical state of the body. It affects your mental state. Have you watched Hypnotic?
Hypnotic? No, but I used to
Hypnotic?
drink
No.
it. I used
You
to
should.
drink it. Oh, Hypnotic
should.
with, is that Ben Affleck?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
You
I saw
watched
that.
it?
See that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah?
I've seen that. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. So, you know, hypnotherapy as well. You're going through a session where you're opening your mind and just, you know, just trying to reprogram your mind.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. And it can work for, it's not really curing, but it's helping you get through that. It can help with stammering. It can help with addiction. It can help with anything. Because even if you decide that I want to be sober right now, it's your mind. You should be able to see a bottle of whiskey or something there and tell yourself, it's your mind that tells your body, no, I can't touch
That's
it.
impossible.
Your
Whiskey is
body's
delicious.
aching. Your body's aching for it, right? That's your body aching for it because it's it wants some nutrients from that. Not really nutrients, but the chemicals from it or something. Yeah. But your mind knows what it wants to do. So the moment your mind can overpower your body, that's when you become sober.
My mind's telling me no.
No,
But my body.
telling me,
telling me yes.
exactly. You know. So
Oh my gosh.
same thing in the medical field.
Didn't you want to do something where one of us was over here next
please.
to you?
You wanna come? Come sit
Sure.
here.
Let's do
Oh.
it. I'm gonna widen out this camera. A little
Yeah.
bit. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, just sit
Okay.
right here.
You want me to move the mic over there for you, Kyle? Or are you good?
No, this is good actually.
Okay.
Let me just move this a little bit.
So if you're listening at home, Kyle has just moved right on over to the Mentalist. He's
just
sitting
sit
right
up
next to him.
And what you're gonna do is I'm gonna put your feet, your hands on the table, just both your hands, just like that. Okay. It's kind of uncomfortable for now, hope there's a clear view everywhere.
This isn't
Let
one
me
of the
put this
onion
away.
things, right?
No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna do that to you. So I need you to just close your eyes and don't speak, but just whenever you feel something, I'm gonna take you through it. Just relax yourself. Whenever you feel a pressure, for example, that you're gonna raise your left arm.
Okay.
Just up high. So for example, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Can I just move this away for a bit?
Yeah. Wait, the fuck?
Just don't open your eyes, yeah?
What the fuck?
Okay, now whenever you feel the pressure, you're gonna raise both your hands, okay?
Okay. Wait. Can I explain what's happening? What the fuck?
Show me where you felt the touch or the pressure. You can open your eyes. No, don't open. Close your eyes. Show me where you felt the pressure. Where did you feel the pressure?
My foot,
Your foot?
my leg,
Your leg? What part of your leg?
around my ankle.
Around your ankle? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Open your eyes. You know, nobody touched you. That was his foot.
That was my foot.
What?
You actually felt the pressure on your foot
Yeah.
and your hand and back.
Yeah.
That was his foot.
I can't be. Let me tell you why I can't be. Let me tell you why I can't know that secret. Because I could have two ladies in the same room. Be like, hey, baby. It'll be like, diddling your lady while you got the other girl there freaking out. Oh, my God. God.
Or something interesting. Yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty cool. Huh?
That's pretty. That's beyond pretty cool. Because I don't know. It's one of those things that we talked about earlier where I go, I want to know, but I don't want to know. Like, I don't want to know that one. Because it makes me feel like you say, like a child, and I go, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's you have no.
I don't even know what just happened. I'm gonna have to watch the episode.
Bro. You were sitting down right here with your hands on the table. This man was squeezing my foot, and he said, "Where do you feel?" You're like, "My foot."
Yeah.
Is that what you? He would lift his hands, and you would lift yours.
I think I just got hypnotized.
Yeah, you did. You just been mental. Oh my gosh. Well, folks, I told you this was going to be an interesting episode. It's one of the greats already. Dude, we can't thank you enough.
You're welcome.
Musau the Mentalist. Tell us, man, where you going to be? What's your Instagram? Anything else?
Yeah, my Instagram is Musau the Mentalist, Musau the Mentalist. That's my name on all socials, TikTok, Snapchat, Wikipedia, everywhere, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm all over as Musau the Mentalist.
Okay.
Be in LA for a few more weeks before I head back. So I'm trying to do the most I can here. Try to get some parties, some corporate events.
Can you put Robbie to sleep?
Oh yeah, we could do that. No,
Yeah.
he's like no. He's like no.
He said, hell no. Oh my gosh, man. Well, thank you. It's been a blessing to have you here, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Amazing.
Thanks for stopping
I
by.
appreciate you guys too. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Much
make
love.
sure when you guys come to Nairobi. Yeah,
Yes.
you better come to Nairobi.
See, this time he looked at both of us. When
Yeah,
he
I
said
said that. Come to Nairobi.
Okay,
Yeah.
We're coming to Nairobi, and we're going to do the podcast in Nairobi.
Yep,
that'd be fire.
that would be fire.
Hey,
That would be fire.
Call the NIS. Let them know to get the. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Show us some protection over there. Line them up.
You'll love it there. You'll love it there. Yeah. for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Thanks, dude.
Much love.
All right.